Okay, have and have not fans. I gotta say this now. Even though she's only been in maybe a handful of episodes, and I know there are, some people like maybe Melrose or Chandler or A Series or a few other who will let me know in the comments the exact number. But when it comes down to it, Alice dropped some truth. And even though she's not the maid anymore at Veronica's house, she pretty much made a mess on the floor because she literally destroyed Veronica with one statement. Now, this probably didn't really mean much to a lot of people, but it's something that I've been preaching on this channel for quite some time in regards to the downfall of Veronica. And just same way with Candace, we talk about who's going to kill him, who's going to take him down once and for all. Is Jeffrey finally going to, get rid of his mother? Is David going to do something? Will Justin retaliate against her? Will Jim do something? When it comes to Candace, will, Veronica work against her? Will Jim finally come up with a plan to take care of her once and for all? Is Charles and David working together to put Candace away for good? But then I bring up the point, well, think about Candace. The character who is the least likely to probably take her down is someone we underestimate, being Laquita or Quita. And then with Veronica, I remember not too long ago talking about, and I know some people brought this up as well, the episode where, she's pretty much treating Alice like a dog. I think it was Battle for the Past. And, just talking to her any kind of way. And it's just like, man, you really shouldn't be talking like that about somebody who's making your food. So you never know what she might do to you. And, I was saying it might be funny if, the maid is the one to bring her down. I even did a separate video about what if Celine and Alice team up against the Criers and the Harringtons, due to the fact that Celine used to work for Jim and Catherine for years. And then on top of that, Alice is working for Veronica, not David. But if memory serves, it was Alice who first was introduced after Veronica burned down her and David's house. And then she got her own house and then got Alice the maid. Or Allison. But the reason I'm making this video is because of something Alice said that just instantly made this character shoot up the list on my top favorite character list. Right before she went through the front door, even though Veronica told her not to. It's the ones you think who don't have any power that are the ones who can bring you down. Church, let me say that again. It's the ones you think who don't have any power that are the ones who can bring you down. And that just speaks on so many levels. Honestly, I should end the video right there. That pretty much speaks into itself, because that one statement to me foreshadows a lot of upcoming events. Man, I really don't even know what to say on this. I mean, she just said it for me right there. I mean, we can speculate about all these characters who pretty much treat other people like dirt and don't think of all the times Veronica has treated regular employees at the hotel, at the hospital, at restaurants, any old kind of way, not thinking they'll do anything to her in retaliation because they don't want to lose their job. But can you imagine if, let's say, Veronica is on the news for, being sued by her maid, and all those people she mistreated come out of the woodworks and, say how she pretty much harassed them, threatened to, get rid of their jobs and whatnot. Man, like I was saying in another video, I'm very curious and afraid for both Sarah and Alice, based off the last episode power struggle, where it seemed like these two characters might be the next ones to be killed off, because despite, suing Veronica and quitting the job, well, excuse me, yeah, suing Veronica, quitting the job and going out of the front door, I think Alice might have signed her death warrant when she said, all the secrets I know and can reveal, like you don't want those revealed. So that lets you know right there that if Veronica wanted to get rid of her, then she would. Then with Sarah, the case is pretty much Jim said you're dead. And we know from past experiences on the show, whenever Jim says you're dead, there's a good chance you're going to die. But what I wanted to say on this is, the ones you think who don't have any power, they are the ones who can bring you down. That speaks so many volumes to Veronica, because think of all the seasons it took for Jeffrey to stand up to her once and for all. I mean, yeah, stabbing your mother in the heart might not be the best move, but at the same time, you have to look at all the mental abuse that Veronica put him through, verbally, and, ever since childhood, probably, because he was most likely showing hints at being a homosexual, but then Veronica would try to put a stop to that right away. And we see that now, him as a grown man, regressing to like a 4 or 5 year old. Candace always called him out for that. If you go back to the first couple of seasons of the show, I feel that Veronica thinks all these people who aren't going to do anything are the ones who bring her down. Think of it this way. She said Jeffrey wasn't going to do anything, pretty much standing up in his face. Next thing you know, stabs her. She goes down to the chair. Once again, we go to the hospital. He grabs the defibrillator. Boom, brings her down to the floor, electrocuted. Look at Justin, Melissa. All the time she treated Melissa like dirt, pretty much scum, throwing food in her face and, pretty much call her everything but a child of God. She was the one that took the wheel and drove off the road. Even going back to Justin, getting up in his face, talking about staying away from my son, pretty much calling him all kinds of homophobic slurs. Next thing you know, tries to run her off the road. Going back to Jeffrey again, talking smack about you're not going to do anything, brings her down a few stories by, throwing her off the balcony, going on to David all the times, getting up in his face, destroying his property, saying he's not going to do anything. Pimp slap, boom, she's brought down to the floor reeling. So I'm just saying, Alice pretty much said one of the best quotes. It wasn't the funniest, one-liners that maybe Veronica or Catherine or Jim would say, but at the same time, she said one of the most relevant things in the entirety of the haves and the have-nots. So applause to Alice from the Brady Bunch. Okay, I'm just playing with that, but the fact that this line has so much relevance, I have nothing else to add to this, but I'm pretty sure in the comment section below, you all have something to say, and I really hope to see some good comments on this. But one more time, it's the ones you think who don't have any power that are the ones who can bring you down. So with that being said, Alice MVP, just because of that one quote. I don't know when or if we're going to see her ever again, but maybe with the whole situation of episode 10 called 15 Minutes, saying that the Criers and the Harringtons must work together in order to, save themselves from their latest, trouble. So who knows? I mean, let's say if Jim and Catherine end up going to court for the Jennifer Salison case, then maybe Wyatt, while he's arrested, tells more secrets, leading to Veronica and David going to court as well. And then out of the woodworks, all these people from various seasons come back, and it's going to be, oh man, this is going to be a good court case, once we actually get there. But let me know your thoughts on this, and I'll talk to you soon. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, as well as leaving your thoughts in the comment section below so we can keep the conversation going. On the left hand side of the screen, you should see a picture of Jeffrey Harrington. You can click on him in order to subscribe, but also hit the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on any new content. Also, you should see some videos appearing on the screen as well that I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy if you enjoyed the one you just saw. But also, be sure to follow me on social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links to all my social media will be in the description below. And in order to help this channel hit 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to need your help. So make sure to share this video as well as the channel around with all of your friends on your own social media. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you all in the next video.